Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play Hearts of Iron 4. We are going to start a new game, and we are going to play as a miner. It's my first time playing miner for YouTube. We're going to play as Mexico, and we're going to see how well the United States does versus a little bit more proximate fascist threat. Fascist or communist? Probably fascist. I think we'll go fascist. We're going to keep historic AI focuses on, because one thing that is very important is that if we're going to attack the United States as Mexico, then we need to try to somehow get them to capitulate before 100% world tension happens. And if you turn off historical AI focuses, they all do crazy things, and sometimes you end up with 100% world tension in like a year and a half. So we can't really afford that. We can't afford to fight the entire alliance, all of the allies. But there's a chance we could beat the United States. Could happen. We got two guys. We got General Luis Farrell and Gildardo Magana, who's a desert fox. Entirely at home when fighting in a desert. Cool. Let's go ahead and put him in charge. We'll create a front line. We'll get them getting some preparation bonus. Yeah. We need to pick our national focus, which in this game there's really only not much. I mean, it's we don't have anything special. We're just a small nation, so we could get a bonus to industry. We could just go ahead and get some political power early in the game. We could use that to potentially hire like a fascist demagogue. But we're gonna head down towards nationalism, get fascism support, and eventually we'll probably want to do militarism, so we get some more recruitable population. Possibly even military youth. And then at some point, we'll probably want to do industrial effort, construction effort, get the civilian factories knocked out. We're going to want these extra research slots. We only get 2 research slots. There's a 3rd here, 4th here, 5th down here. But unlike some of the bigger nations that start with 3 or 4 research slots, we don't get much. We could go for motorized, but we don't have very many raw materials, so making motorized is very difficult. On the other hand, getting some bonuses to land doctrine, getting those research bonuses, that saves you so much time. 50% research bonus for infantry weapons and support artillery. One thing that's kind of funny about Mexico is we don't even start off with, like, freaking weapons. Takes 150 days. So, that's kind of funny. I think that's probably one of the first things we want to do. Like, the basic weapons are not very good. Soft attack of 3, hard attack of 0.5, breakthrough of 2. So, yeah, you instantly improve your strength by 50% just by getting weapons 1. So we have to research that. And then beyond that, I still think that mechanical engineering is a great first thing to research. Saves you 2 days, or, well, 2% on almost every research you do, which really adds up in the long run. I think we will do political effort first. We'll hire a fascist demagogue. We're going to build more guns. We're going to need some more resources. Let's not trade with the United States because they're dummies. Let's trade with, like, Germany. Sure. We have free civilian factories. Right now we have a penalty to building military factories. You can see that we started off with volunteer-only law, export focus, and we have civilian economy. So both factory types have penalties to them. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it makes more sense to build military factories straight from the go, rather than building civilian factories. So we'll do that. And we will let some time pass. Now, I am playing with a couple of mods. You can head over to my subreddit to look at the... there'll be a link in the description down below for you, but the mods that I'm using. And they're all just like interface-related type things. So, we have like negative infantry equipment right now, which is great. One thing that is kind of nice about our templates is that we start off with a 18 combat with infantry division, which not all one province miners or like little nations do that, and a 12 combat with cavalry template. But the problem that we're going to run into is that I think we're going to end up with such a wide front line. And the United States actually has mostly colonial garrisons at the beginning. They start off with a lot of divisions. 21 to 52 is our estimate. It's probably like 30, 40, somewhere around there, you know. And the problem is that they are all only like 6 combat width. Like they're very, very thin. Very, very thin. So our divisions are actually almost too wide, although you do want to be around 20 combat width. So we may end up modifying this down to like 10, so that we're kind of fighting on an equal footing with the United States. Because as we press into their territory, I'm expecting that the border is going to get very, very wide, and we need we need the United States-Mexican border patrol, obviously. So that'll be something for us. Let's go ahead and go to speed 5. Yeah, and for now we're making this basic equipment, which is really bad. We're making 27.5 a day of them, but they're not very good. They're really quite bad. Now the key to this is we need to be fast as we can, because if we go slow, then we're doomed to fail. There's just no way that it can happen. Okay, so he started off with WPA. Apparently that's his historic first focus. So, political power. Fair enough. Spanish Civil War's broken out. Okay. Should be the same as it always is, if I had to guess. Yeah, it looks like it's just pretty much scripted to be that size. I don't know. I've never really seen it look any different. Although, maybe if you support fascism in their country or something, then it could happen. One thing we could do from the very beginning, if we want to be maybe kind of sneaky, is, well, we'd have to become fascist ourselves first, but we could try to boost fascism in the United States and then stage a coup using infantry equipment, and then kind of divide their country right as we attack them. Remilitarization of the Rhineland is completed. Alright, so that gives us enough points that we could just hire a fascist guy right now. I think we're probably going to want to do that. Like, I think the sooner we become fascist, the better. Let's go ahead. I mean, there's not even very many people to hire. National Unity guy, daily democracy support. Let's go fascist. The younger generation will take up the torch. The torch increases the chance of popular support. Sure. Sounds good. Alright, so we have daily fascism support now. We are on the rise. Salvador Abascal will be removed from command. Now, training is something that I think is very important. We're probably going to want to do training. Having a combat bonus, 25% combat bonus against the United States is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to suffer a little bit of attrition. It's going to break some of our basic infantry equipment, but who cares about that, because it's garbage equipment anyway, right? Alright, we'll move directly into mechanical computing, I think. Let's hold off on doing any land doctrine until we have switched gears and are going after the army focus. Italy has already taken over some land. We're at 2% world tension. Yeah, once we do army effort, we'll get a bonus to land doctrine. Save us 100 days. When you only have 2 research slots, I think you really need to stretch them to the limit. Okay, so we have 1.2 thousand units of infantry equipment stockpiled. We could train more regular infantry, or we could train some cavalry. The drawback between the 2 templates, one of them's faster than the other, 6.4 kph. Soft attack 18. Breakthrough of 12. Breakthrough of 18. Just the advantages is just in speed. This also uses less equipment, though, because it's fewer troops. I don't think we could really beat them with a whole bunch of cav. I don't know. I think we'll stick with more infantry than cavalry, because I don't want to... I don't want to end up having our primary templates add artillery to it, and then have that artillery slow the cav down. Like, the infantry are already moving at 4 kph, which is ideal for the towed artillery, so eventually we're going to want to start making towed artillery. Collectivist ethos is now done. I think we get nationalism focus, so we get more fascism support. And we can make better guns. Great. Let us do so. We could work towards one of these other modifiers, and the reality is that we're going to need them, but Getting some support equipment. Like, are we even able to do any support equipment right now for our templates? We can do support artillery because we have artillery. Okay, so what does this first one unlock? Just allows you to make support equipment. It doesn't actually give you the capacity to do recon companies or engineer company. What does this guy do again, specifically? Tiny bit of breakthrough. Better defense. Slightly better movements. Better defense, defense, defense. Almost everything about it is pretty good. But support equipment requires stuff. Requires aluminum or whatever that one is. I don't know if we need that. I want to do land doctrine, but I don't want to dive into it yet. I think we do basic machine tools. Granted, we are going to get a bonus to that type of research as well as we go down some of our paths. Okay, and we're fully trained, so let's stop training. Don't even see any United States troops. There's one division. Yeah, so 3 with a engineer company. So 3, it's only 6 combat width. They have all these colonial garrison units. They are a paper tiger in the beginning of the game. There's a chance we could do well. We can modify government again. So we already have our fascist support. Probably going to want to add a theorist, so we get land doctrine research bonus. I think that he's going to give us the best benefit, plus the army experience would be nice. So, any reason to modify the template? I think we need to have more individual units. The problem is that if we have a lot of units, we're going to want a field general. And right now we only have 2 regular generals. Sorry, field commander. Well, if we go up to 48, though... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do something kind of weird, actually. We're going to remove an infantry from the template. We're going to make the template skinnier. To free up some equipment and allow us to deploy more individual units. You can deploy units. Okay. We're probably going to want to do a training ground. So just call this like I don't know, home field. Something. And let's actually take those 2 new units, and with them create a new army, new theater, training. And they can just garrison an area. That doesn't really make any difference. And we will tell them to train. So head over there and train. You don't need a commander for that. Okay. Nationalism Focus. Alright, so fascism's going to come along pretty quick. Let's get army effort out of the way. Our main goal is going to be fast and to perform some hopefully good encirclements early into the war, so that we can actually kill some troops. Olympic Games are now complete. Cool. We do have like 12 planes, which is kind of funny. Not producing any, but we can make planes, so that's nice. We have a deficit of 5,300 and some units. 300 some day shortage. Alright, it's fine. Just play on speed 5 until something interesting happens. How's our fascist support look? We're at 22.4%. Alright. Daily change of 0.1. I don't think anything interesting can actually happen with your political party till you're at least at like 30 or 40%, somewhere around there. I think we immediately go for... We want a research bonus for infantry, weapons, and support artillery. I mean, the thing is... Interwar artillery, it's nice to have the extra soft attack modifier. We're way too far ahead of time for improved artillery, though. And I feel like these upgrades are kind of weak. Base cost of 150 days, base cost of 150 days. So it saves us like 75 days. I think we go for the doctrine effect. The doctrine, like when you have a really weak army, I kind of feel like you're better off with... Here. So we're down to 6 combat width. Sorry, 12 combat width. Yes. I just feel like this is the right call. Going wider. Basic machine tools is now done. We're a little bit ahead. Let's get concentrated industry. Actually, you know what? Can we cancel that? I don't even think we can. I don't think you can cancel research once you've started it. There was a modifier to industrial effort that we could have done that would have been useful to save us 100 days on that. Oh well, we'll get it and it'll eventually save us 100 days on the next one. Oh, right, and these guys need to actually deploy to not that. But to that one instead. Okay, you guys training? Good. I think we go down to 10 combat width. And we focus on having 10 combat width armies. And see how that works. And then whenever we need to, like, we'll just put two armies instead of one. I think having a wider army is going to suit us very well. Because, I mean, there's a lot of land here. And, we don't want to get outmaneuvered. And he's got very thin combat width on his own anyway, so we'll just match it. Eventually, you know, we want to have everything be 20 or maybe even bigger, but not right away. Okay, mechanical computing is done. We're ahead of time on that. We could get reinforcement rate. I don't know that we need that yet. Another bonus to... Actually, I think we have the doctrine bonus already. We do. Okay, so mobile warfare focuses on tanks and armor variants get breakthrough value. Our planning speed goes up, division speed goes up, organization loss and moving goes down. So that on its own is actually pretty good, even if you don't use tanks. Just the planning speed is faster, divisions are faster, and you lose less organization when moving. Infantry get 15 organization. Tanks get max speed bonus. I think that's in addition to the 10% from division speed. And then here, this is going to focus on tanks. This is going to focus on motorized. I mean, it's possible that this could work for us. The other one that I like, that I was considering, is superior firepower. Just getting more soft attack. More organization. More defense. And then we can do, like, support battalions gaining soft attack. Entrenchment's too slow. Maybe we do go for... You know what? Even though we're not going to use very many tanks and very much organized equipment, I actually think that these first 3 look really appealing. Well, actually, these first 2 do. Maybe the max planning bonus would be better. That's a significant amount of soft attack value. What's this unexpected thrust? Unexpected thrust is an attacker tactics movement plus 15%, attacker tactic damage plus 15%. Alright, you know what? I think we'll try it. We'll try mobile warfare. For the movement speed. We're going to try to be fast. Because, like I said, we want to perform some encirclements. It might seem counterintuitive, but it makes sense to me. We still lack lots of equipment. We are producing more, 24.2 per day now. Doctrine effort's done. I think we stop there, because we only really need the first 2 for now. An equipment effort. We're not going to do motorized. 1% bonus, 150% research bonus for infantry weapons and support artillery. I think we need to get the factories going now. 20 army experience would also be nice. But we have enough right now. Let's start on this. Let's get a bonus to research. We're allowed to modify our government. We got 170 points. Chief of Army. We don't really have very many good choices. I mean, we just have Division Defense guy. Or whatever. Material designer. We could get infantry equipment. Small arms research time down. We could get industrial research time down. That seems like a good idea to me. The sooner we get that, the better. Let's modify the template again. Again, we're going to remove 1 more down to 10 combat width. And again, that is going to rapidly fill in some more of these units. Our front line just got a little bit weaker, but it's also... that's okay. And very soon we'll spend... I think we're going to take the cavalry down to 5 as well. Down to 10 combat width. Grab even more infantry. More infantry equipment. Do we want more horses? Yes, we do. I suppose we might as well have them actually train closer to the front border, so that they take less time to redeploy. Nationalist Spain won, so the fascists won. It's not surprising. We are at what percentage fascist? 32%. End of the Spanish Civil War, yep. How's training look? Got a couple that are ready to head off to the front line. Cool. Let's see if we can get a few more. Change in popularity, fascist goes up by 5%. We gain national spirit fascist assault divisions. National unity goes down, but recruitable population goes up, and we get daily fascist support for a bit. Alright, cool. Sounds good. We're almost there. We're probably going to see the rebellion happen already. Or it may be a coup, it may just be a political, peaceful political change. We'll see. And yeah, we want more than just one of these. We're trying. 272-day shortage. I want to get like 48 divisions out there. Okay, industrial effort's done. Let's do construction effort. It's going to give us a civilian factory, which is worth more than a military factory, I think, as far as like construction points go. So if we're going to spend the thing on that, I think we want to head down the tree, try to get an extra research slot, and this one here gives us 2 extra civilian factories. So altogether we get 1, 2, 3, 4 free civilian factories. It's not bad. We can already make artillery. Should we start trying to make some artillery? We have a little bit of tungsten, and we actually do have 2 points of steel. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of towed artillery. We'll bump him up on priority so that the next factory that gets complete starts making the towed artillery. Okay, we'll immediately research the next one. More organization, sounds good. We're not fascist yet. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. We will see in the next episode how we fare with this wide, fast approach that I'm going for. We should see here, right? Your speed's 4.4? No, it's 3.3. Why? Infrastructure's bad. Okay. Well, but it would be. Your 4.8, bad infrastructure. What's this infrastructure map mode look like? Infrastructure's at 3? Like, so what? Does it have to be at 10 to give you full speed? Or what? I mean, I suppose building some infrastructure on the front line would not be a bad idea. How expensive is it? 3,000? For Christ's sake, I could have a military factory for that cost. Practically. Okay, well, we're going to stockpile some points so that hopefully we can... Nice. Concentrated industry's done. We're... Ooh, fantastic. We'll take that. 61 days. Great. Alright, get up there on that front line, boys. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. See you in a bit.